Hello. Welcome. Welcome. It's a great day today. This is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. And I was just hanging out with some colleagues of mine. Just very great people. Just amazing attorneys, just great minds, and we were talking about some stuff, that's been happening in the country. And yeah, that's why one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. It's crazy, I wanted to look at it this way. You heard it here first. Merrick Garland should resign. Yeah, that's the DOJ. That's the person that's running the DOJ right now. He's the Attorney General of the U.S. But the thing about it is, he wasn't ready for this job, guys. I mean, let's just face it. We could be trying to make excuses and, find reasons why he's been so slow. He's got all this evidence that's coming out from the Justice Commission. What does he do? He's just sitting down on the evidence. That's all he's doing. Sitting down on the evidence that's been presented to him by one of the best commissions or committee or whatever that we've had in this country. Why are you not acting on the information and the evidence that you have? Garland, he's not doing it. And that's one of the problems that I have with this stuff. I know we all know what happened in the past situation, when he was supposed to be one of the people that could be or should have been in the Supreme Court, right? In the Obama administration. But then what happened? Mitch McConnell did all his stuff, whatever, and somehow Merrick Garland was not up there as one of the judges, of course, which gave Trump the opportunity to appoint all the three justices that he appointed. Okay, fine. That happened. That was in the past. Okay, I got news for you. Sometimes bad stuff happens to people. Garland had some bad stuff happen to him. Okay, fine, cry me a river. Like, I'm tired of all this situation where we are trying to just make people feel so good. Biden comes along and makes him the DOJ, the head of the DOJ, the AG. And it's like, okay, fine. But right now things are happening, and this guy does not have the intestinal fortitude to do what needs to be done. He should resign. Yeah. I'm actually calling for his resignation. This is a situation where if he wanted, he could call, he could get with me or whatever. He could contact me, or he can get his people to, get with me. And I'm saying this based on what a lot of people are actually, the questions that I'm getting from a lot of people. He can get with me today and we can figure this stuff out. He does not have the intestinal fortitude to do what needs to be done at this critical time for the country. He doesn't need to have the job. He should resign. Yeah, I mean, that's the truth. You heard it here first. Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. All right, and part of the thing is this, though. There are lots of other people that understand what we are fighting for here, what's at stake here. The U.S. American democracy is at stake here. Democracy is actually very fragile. It doesn't, like, you have to actually fight to keep it. You know, like there could come a person, you know, a leader that can just, you know, just like the imperial president that we already had, that can actually just mess the whole thing up. You have to fight for it to keep it. You have to keep it. You know, that's how it is. So Garland is not ready for the job. I think he got the job from Biden, you know. Biden just gave him the job because, yeah, whatever, you know. He didn't get to be in, you know, in the Supreme Court. So it kind of seems like some kind of, I don't even know, like, hey, consolation. Like, okay, fine, you know, I'm just going to give you this. But he's not ready for the job. Now, listen to what I'm trying to say. I know, you know, I'm an attorney out here in California, and, you know, I'm a law professor, you know. I'm not like a judge or whatever like Garland, and I didn't go to Harvard Law School like he did. But once in a while, people like that, you actually need to give them some reminders on the principles upon which this country, this constitutional republic was founded upon. We are a nation of laws. Go where the evidence leads. And if you're not ready to do that, get the French toast out. Oh, French, okay, just get out. Sorry, I mean, I said French toast because that's how that's what I say to my kids, you know. I try not to, use the F word, so I just say French toast, so. But that's what I meant, get out. Get out. Why are you going to be the AG if you're not going to start pressing charges when you have enough PC, probable cause, to the moon and back? What are you doing? Why are you being so circumspect? Why are you being so careful? That's the problem. So this is what I'm thinking. My proposal is Garland should resign. The AG, the next person that should run the DOJ should be a person like Jamie Raskin. Yeah, Jamie Raskin. Fantastic attorney. Jamie Raskin or Adam Schiff. These are the people that actually understand what's at stake here. I mean, they know what's at stake, and they're willing to fight for this stuff, and they're willing to die for it. That's how it is. These things, there are no shortcuts in the way the whole thing is set up. So give me Jamie Raskin, Adam Schiff, both of them Harvard Law School graduates. Also, give me Liz Cheney. Yeah. I mean, of course, we know, Haddad was, just Haddad was really badass. So we know that. Liz Cheney, brilliant attorney. I think she went to law school in Chicago or something. I don't actually know the law school, but this woman is she's just like this solid prosecutor. She knows how to handle business. That's what we need. That's the kind of person that we need running the DOJ. Garland should resign. Have Liz Cheney running that stuff. Yeah. Liz Cheney, Adam Schiff, Jamie Raskin, any of them. Put them in there. And this is not, like I'm making this video, like in this video, like we try to break things down and just give a unique perspective. I don't have issues with Merrick Garland. you know, he seems like a good man. You know, he seems like a good person. I just don't think that he's the right person for the moment. And that's what I was saying. I think I actually made a video where I was talking about what Ronald Reagan talked about when he talked about rendezvous with destiny. America is amazing today because at some point we had certain people at certain moments that were amazing. That's just how it is. You know, George Washington. He had all the support, all the support from you know, everybody. If he wanted to continue being president, he could have continued. See what I'm saying? So when you think about the whole thing, you know, after all the wars and stuff, you had a person like George Washington. If it were another person, it would have been very different, because that person could have said, hey, you know, it seems like a lot of people want me to run or, you know, or continue being president. Hey, I can be president for life. That's how you get that. An imperial president that wants to be president for life doesn't believe in, you know, just like basic, like democratic principles, and just basically says, I think it's c'est moi. It's a French thing. It's like, I forgot, but it's basically saying, I am the state. That was the statement from Louis the 14th. You know, yeah, I don't know, but it's French. I can't speak French, but that's what it is. Louis the 14th. He was this Sun King or whatever. So the whole principle is basically, I can do that because I am the king. I am the state. Is that what you want to have in this country, America? You don't want to do that. So let's stay with what we have. Let's stay with what the founding fathers gave us. The founding fathers, they are not perfect. They're far from perfect, but I'm telling you, those guys, they were reading a whole lot of stuff on what happens in a whole lot of countries. They checked out a whole lot of stuff. Renaissance philosophers, Aristotle, Plato, all these people, they checked out all the stuff and they wanted to figure out how to craft a country that will abide, a country that would withstand the test of time. That's what America is doing today. And I mean, I know, like, as much as a lot of people think these things don't matter, it actually does matter. So yeah, this is a country that's based on the rule of law. If we have an attorney general that is not ready or does not have the intestinal fortitude to actually enforce stuff that needed to be enforced, he should resign. So you heard this first from here. Merrick Garland should resign. Let's put in people like Liz Cheney, Adam Schiff, Jamie Raskin, really great attorneys. These are people that it doesn't even matter what has happened to them or whatever. These are people that, excellent attorneys, and they're hungry for justice. Hungry for justice. And that's what I'm trying to talk about in this show, because in this show, this is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. You want to put in people in certain positions only if they're actually hungry for justice. You know, yeah. I don't want fat cats. You know? I don't want people that are just like, oh, I'm just gonna chill and see how. No. I don't want people that just sit on the side and just look at the situation and say, oh, I don't want to be political. That's BS. putting people that are hungry for justice. Let them follow the evidence and do what needs to be done. That's the way I look at it. All right. Okay. And this actually leads me to another issue that I was thinking about. The midterm elections coming up really soon. Please Google the person that you want to vote for. Don't just vote a person in just because that person is, of the same party affiliation with you. That's ridiculous. I mean, it takes, it could take you just like a minute or 2 minutes. Google the person, just check the person out, read up some information about that person before you cast your vote for that person. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to be calm. I'm just gonna be calm, People are voting people just because they are like, I don't know, Republican, Democrat, whatever. And you're not even doing just the basic research on who you're voting in. Why are you gonna do that? That's ridiculous, Hey, if I'm running, okay, so back in 2018, I actually ran for Congress. Out here in California, I ran for Congress. I wouldn't want people to vote me in just because I'm, a black guy, or I am, I don't know, like, not, I would prefer that people vote me in because of what I could deliver. That's all I'm saying. Vote people in because you actually check them out and you think they can deliver. So vote that's how you vote them in. Don't vote stupid people in. Come on, people. I mean, it needs to be said. Okay? In America, we have to stop doing this whole thing. And this is not some people might actually think, oh, I'm trying to be a elitist. No, it's not about being a elitist. We are voting in a lot of crazy people in offices. And then we start wondering why things start going wrong. Google is your friend. Put the person's name, check the person out, look at their qualifications, and see if they're actually qualified for the job that they're trying to seek. That's it. Very simple. That's all. So that's all I'm asking. November is coming up. Register to vote. If you're not, if you haven't done that already, and for anybody that you want to vote for, check them out first before you vote for them. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and if you're in a situation like a county where maybe you're supposed to vote in a judge, I need you to do something for me. Just one thing. Check out that judge and check out their judicial philosophy. Judicial philosophy. See, and that's the whole thing. That's part of the thing, because judicial philosophy, that's actually one of the things that actually will show you how a judge will likely rule, or how they've actually been ruling on certain situations. Type that in, check it out, look at the definition of judicial philosophy. I mean, the set of values, ideas, and beliefs of a particular judge, which actually shapes his or her rulings on particular cases. That's judicial philosophy. So it basically refers to the ways that such judges will interpret the laws in front of them. So, I mean, of course, a judge is going to interpret the laws and the facts in front of them. But their judicial philosophies, their judicial, it encompasses their, life's experiences, beliefs, ideas, background, a whole lot of stuff. How they look at the law, And then that actually, culminates into the kind of rulings that they give. So, judicial philosophy is very important. If you're in a county where they are doing some kind of voting for a judge, please do me a favor. Do the country a favor. Get your big Google machine, the big thing, Google machine in your iPhone. Just type in the name of the judge, and for crying out loud, check that person out. We can have ridiculous, obtuse judges, just affecting people's lives in this country. I can tell you. I was at a court the other day, and it was a family law court. This judge, 9 cases, one gender won all the cases. I mean, think about what I'm talking about. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what is happening? 9 cases that were called, before my own case, the case that I was handling, and all of them, all the cases, one gender won. Are you gonna tell me that this judge was just being very neutral? Come on, So in a lot of the cases, you could even, see the husbands and wives or whatever. You could see how it was both of their faults. I'm telling you, it's most of the times it's both parties. Both of them are actually wrong, probably in varying degrees. But this judge was ruling consistently 100% in favor of one gender. Why will you vote that kind of a person in for another term? Don't do that. Check that person out. See what their judicial philosophy is. And if they don't meet up to your own, your standards, don't vote them in. Don't cast your vote for them. I mean, why would you do that for them? So just don't do that. That's all I'm saying. I want people to actually cast their votes, but I want you to be, cast your vote based on, like you're being an informed citizen. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Do some research before you vote these people in. Don't just vote for name recognition. Don't do that. That's like, so, yeah, no. Do some research before you vote people in. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah. I mean, the election, the election stuff, it gets me mad sometimes. Not mad in a bad way. It's just, I think you're just like, it's like, how do you talk about it? It's like, how can you get people to actually think about, what they're doing before they start casting votes for people? Yeah, midterms is coming up in November, and people are gonna vote. Why do you have to keep voting people that you don't even know a whole lot about them? So please do some research. That's all I'm saying. For instance, if you have a congressman or a congresswoman that's been there for a long time and hasn't done a whole lot, why should the person keep being voted back in? That's all I'm saying. You have to look at it that way. What has that person done lately? You know, like, you can just keep putting them back in office if they haven't done anything to actually better the lives of their constituents. You know, no. You've been there for the past 10 years and things are still so messed up. What have you done for your constituents lately? That's all I'm saying. What is that? The song of, oh, hold on. Okay. I have to sing it. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, 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 yeah. Okay, so that was me trying to attempt the Janet Jackson song. What have you done for me lately? I mean, I know. Sorry. I know. I don't think I did that song well, but you know, I just had to do that because it was, you know, it was freaking hilarious. So yeah, that's what it's all about. What have you done for me lately? That's the question. What has that person, the congressman, the congresswoman, done for you lately as a constituent? If they haven't done a whole lot, you know, and they've just been hanging out in their offices over there in Washington, you know, just drinking their lattes and doing whatever, don't vote them back in. You need to vote, try to cast your vote for the right people, for people that are actually hungry to make a change. Change agents, that's what you need. That's what you have to do. So that's all I'm just asking from you. Do some research, get all these people out. You know, if they've been sitting for a long time on their behinds, get them out. You know, vote some other people. You know, vote people that are just ready to work for you, ready to serve. You know, ready to do what needs to be done to handle business and make this country the last best hope for humanity. Yeah, I mean, that's what America is. All right, so yeah, I believe that, and I think you should vote, cast your votes for people that actually have that kind of belief. Yeah, I guess the way that Reagan put it was the last, the shining city on a hill. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, so yeah. For America to work, we need to actually have good leaders. We need to have great leaders. So if you look at people that you're trying to vote for and they don't seem like they're good enough, do not vote for them. Reconsider other people and, you know, cast your vote for the right person. The right person for the job. All right. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. Yeah. As I was saying, you know, Garland should resign. And, you know, if he wants to talk about it, he can get with me. He can also have his people contact me and we'll figure something out. So, yeah, he can resign. And there are a whole lot of other people. There are lots of attorneys that will take up that position and do a way better job. Okay, so, yeah. So, this is Ralph's Law, where justice reigns. As you know, as usual, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. You know, that's good for us. You know, smash the like button for us. Leave a comment. In this show, we actually try to put a unique perspective to all the things that are happening in the country. You know, so leave a comment. You know, have a question. Sometimes in the show, like in the subsequent shows, I actually try to tackle the questions that people already gave me. So just you know, leave us a question, you know, and we'll get to the question. All right. Subscribe, smash the like button, leave us a comment. We love you, and we appreciate your time in you know, doing this journey with us. You know, checking out the podcast. You know. And, you know, dealing with these issues that we are talking about. All right. Peace. See you tomorrow.